Ever since my sisters and I were little kids, we dreamt about what our wedding days would be like. At Grandma's house, we would put pillowcases on top of our heads as we walked down the aisle to go into the chapel, and gave each other communion hosts in the form of wheat thins. So true. Given our perfectionistic tendencies, every last detail was planned out. Except for the groom, of course, which varied depending on who the crush of the week was. We lived in our own little pretend dream world, where we thought that everything we did, said, and made up was perfect, including our jobs, names, boyfriends, weddings, dance moves, and athletic abilities. Picture this in a purple leotard. Shiny spandex. It was lycra. For example, we were obsessed with gymnastics and icing. One of our favorite make-believe activities was reenacting the Olympics whilst wearing Donny's knit Afghan slippers on the slippery basement tile floors and practicing our triple sow cows and triple axels. As you could tell from our childhood physiques, we had excellent form. It may or may not have looked something like this. All right, here she goes, folks. Attempting the jump.
I'm so glad you're doing it.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, am I in your
We know this may be shocking, but we did not, in fact, have perfect form. Like the time I missed my landing, slipped, fell, split my chin open, and I ended up in the emergency room. But before I could get there, Kelly and our neighbor childhood friend decided to try and cheer me up by creating an impromptu puppet show with brown paper bags. Needless to say, this did not cheer me up or fix my chin, but Kelly was perfect for trying. Kelly was a quiet kid with frizzy hair, a cute underbite, and overzealous sisters. Who could blame her? As shy as she was at times, though, she's always had this impeccable way of making us laugh and turning any bad experience into a more enjoyable one. It's one of her best, most perfect qualities. She's definitely met her match on the sense of humor front. Enter Donny. Now, in case some of you weren't aware, tonight actually would not be possible without Allison and Sara. Let's bow. No big deal. So, Allison and I had always talked about how our older siblings would make a great match. Given our perfect timing, of course, it only took 5 years to get to meet. Sorry. What happened at that first meeting will not be shared because it involved a hot dog. But let's just say it wasn't even close to perfect. Through ambiguous texts, missed opportunities, the night they met finally occurred at good old Ravenswood Pub, rest in peace, at Donny's famous rock, paper, scissors tournament. What ensued thereafter was nothing short of a dating adventure. One of the perks of having sisters is getting to tell each other every little detail of each other's love lives. One little detail Kelly neglected to mention to us was that she knew Donny was a keeper after one of the very first nights they met. She did. While they were saying goodbye to each other in a nice, long, passionate embrace, Kelly lightly whispered in his ear,
You're perfect.
Now, if that doesn't scare someone away, I don't know. Breather. I really don't. solving the world's problems. Growing up, we've always wanted a brother. Preferably one a few years older with hot friends. See, we got what we asked for. We wanted someone who would be a good friend and who would protect us from any inadequate suitors. The three of us have had ideas of who each of us would end up with, and we can honestly say that, Donny, you are far better than anything we could have chosen or made up for Kelly. You are a charismatic, thoughtful, funny, sweet, hilarious guy who treats her incredibly well and is very good to our family. Good with our family. Crazy. Kelly, you are the best middle sister we could have asked for. We know we used to speak for you and occasionally steal the spotlight, but today we celebrate you and how wonderful you are. You are one of the most hardworking, selfless, caring people we know, and we are blessed to call you a sister and a friend. Nobody's perfect, you haven't noticed, but you two really are perfect for each other. You really bring out the best in one another. It's one of my favorite things about you. And we're so happy for you as you begin your lives together. So if everybody could raise their glasses with us.